The first step to any transfer is ensuring that you have the correct sling, so be sure to check out our detailed sling selection guide before diving into these how-to videos. Today, we're going to demonstrate how to safely transfer a patient from the ground to a bed. Begin by folding the sling in half with the smooth side end and place the sling beside the patient. Gently roll the patient to one side, line the folded sling up with the patient's tailbone and head, then roll half of the sling up and tuck it underneath the patient. Carefully roll the patient to their other side and unroll the sling so that it is laying flat with the smooth side up before returning the patient to a lying position. Gently raise each of the patient's legs to pull the straps underneath and over the patient's legs. You want the straps to be mid-thigh on the patient for the most comfortable transfer. Finally, cross the leg straps, pulling one strap through the other, and you're ready to bring in your lift. Approach the patient with the lift closest to the patient's head and lock it in place once it is in position. Connect your sling's loops to the lift bar, keeping in mind that the shorter loops will result in a more reclined position. Before lifting, make sure that the patient is fully inside the sling. With one hand on the patient's head and one hand on the lift controls, slowly begin lifting the patient. It is important to support the patient's head and make sure that they do not hit the lift at any point during the transfer. With the patient lifted, you can now unlock the lift and move them easily towards the bed. Rotate the patient so that they are parallel with the bed and push the lift until the patient is properly positioned before locking the lift in place. With one hand on the patient and one hand on the lift controls, slowly lower the patient until they are lying on the bed. Unhook the sling loops from the lift and move the lift out of the way. To remove the sling, gently roll the patient to one side and roll one half of the sling up and tuck it under the patient. Gently roll the patient to their other side and remove the sling before returning the patient to a lying position.